see some brassicas. See some brassicas. Oh yeah, buddy. Look at that. All right. Apparently my weed control was a little lacking. This was all supposed to be sprayed. Okay, well. Ooh, but over here it looks good. All right, I'm gonna give you a tour in a minute. Okay, this is field number 1. If you guys remember from the series, this is the main field. And we did get a lot of good brassicas to come up. You can see that that buckwheat has been killed. Although it didn't all get knocked over. You can see a lot of it is still standing. Because I don't have any water in my roller. So I need to either get a roller or a crimper. But either way, we had real good germination. I'm going to throw out some more. But this is how the field number 1 turned out. It actually has done really well. The spacing is pretty good. They're not overcrowded. So I'm pretty happy with that. And we're going to throw some more out there. See if we can't get some more growing. All right, this area didn't come in very good with the brassicas. And kind of all in here. Kind of there. Well, there. I'm going to hit that real heavy. This half has been nitrogened. This half has not. I'm going to do it just because I'm afraid to not do it. Step 1, winter rye. All right, watch me struggle to pour this. Pro tip number 1, it's closed. I forget what pro tip number 2 is, but I'm going to try and not spill this everywhere, but I probably will. Oh, it's heavy. Oops, there it goes. See, this is where that piece would be really nice. This piece, in fact. All right, that was pro tip number 2. Don't go too far back. So that then you can just zip. Actually, I don't think I am going to nitrogen this back half. I think I'm just going to leave it alone. I really want to see the difference. I'm going to be back here in the bare minimum of 2 weeks. I don't think that'll be too late if I want to throw out some more. Plus, I'm going to be throwing a bunch of seed in here. So even if this other stuff is pretty good, the seed that's coming up will need some nitrogen. So I'm going to just do a little experiment and see this half versus this half. All right, Operation Full Pit Bull mode in effect. We have seeded this whole field, reseeded, I guess, with a brassica mix. Actually, I really kind of messed it up because I had it set too far open and it was just shooting seed everywhere. And I probably got half the field that I wanted to actually seeded. So we'll see what happens. Goal number 1 is done. We have seeded and nitrogened. Let's go take a look at field number 2. Okay, behind me is the second field. This is the field that we did not spray with glyphosate originally. I did spray it the last time I was here, but let's take a look and see what kind of results we've got. Okay, this is the field that earlier in April and May, I threw buckwheat in. I did not spray it at that point. I did just till it. If you remember, I just tilled it. So here's some of that remaining winter rye from last year. So I just kind of roughed it up with that tiller just to kind of see what would happen, what kind of germination rate we would get, etc. And we literally have like zero germination. Here's some clover that I probably planted like a year ago. I did spray this the last time I was here, so you can see there's some dead vegetation. And I did throw out some brassicas, but there's literally nothing in here. I mean, nothing. And this ground is the same as that ground. So there's no difference. I mean, obviously it's 20 feet away. So this is what happens if you don't spray. So when Jeff says spray, 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 spray. If you don't, oh, look at that. There's a tree there. I didn't even notice that. Holy cow. Got ourselves a tree down. It's the second one. There was another one that I had to cut up just to get in here, but this one's right by the cabin. I wouldn't have thought that one would be one that would come down, but sure enough did. Gotta spray. If you want to knock stuff down, gotta spray. I mean, here is this field and there is that field. On to goal number 2, Operation Mock Scrape. All right, I'm trying to find something to cut a vine with. You thinking all this crap I'd have a saw somewhere. What is that now? I don't know. There's gotta be one somewhere in here. All right, on to the next shed. There's a hatchet. That might just have to do it. Yeah, I think that's gonna have to do it. Because I sure don't see anything else. Ooh, I don't know if that's buckwheat. Ooh, I think that's winter rye. So we got some extra winter rye there. Those bags there. Yep, all right. It's gonna have to be the hatchet. Well, I had almost given up the search for the rake. And then, no! All of the utensils. I guess I put them up there. I don't remember doing it, but the rake's up there. This ain't much of a rake. If this thing survives this mock scrape, I will be surprised. Okay, I'm walking back to my my back field. I haven't kicked up any deer yet, so that's good. Or maybe that's bad, I don't know. Just to see what's kind of growing back here and to put up this mock scrape. So I'll show you that here now. Yeah, okay, so this is a little underwhelming, sadly. This is the area where I knocked all those trees down. I did put out a brassica mix here and sprayed and got absolutely nothing. Ugh. Although this little bit of buckwheat that is here, where is it? There it is. The deer have definitely been eating. All these tops have been nipped off. See right there? See right there? So they're definitely out here eating, but there is 0.00 brassica germination. Ooh, I take that back. I take that back. Look at this. There's one. There's 2. All right, well, we got 2 out of 1,000. Not bad. Okay, this is better. Brassica, 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 brassica. Oh, this one's already been nipped. Brassica. Brassica, brassica. Okay, so, I mean, it's possible. Whew. Okay. Pit bull. Full pit bull. All right, so we got something to come up here. That's good. That's semi-encouraging. All right. Well, for those of you playing along at home, for how long this rake would last, not very long. Okay, so field 3, kind of a bust. I mean, some stuff grew, but I really didn't figure much would happen out here anyways, because I haven't really done anything with it. But definitely some stuff grew. So we got some brassicas coming in, so that's sort of exciting. But I think once we get those trees out of there and kind of open that up, then we'll really have something special. I mean, wow, look at this buckwheat. This buckwheat's 5 feet tall. It's as tall as me. Sack of pollen on that guy. That is amazing. All right, we got our vine. I'm gonna chop it about right there. All right, couldn't do that one-handed, but was able to chop through it. I'm gonna go hang this guy. Okay, got it hung. I still gotta clear the ground. But this is the only tree that even has, this is the only tree that I can even use. That's kind of where I want it to be. So I'm gonna scrape up the ground now and see if we can't get some deer on this thing. All right, we officially have our first mock scrape. We'll see if this branch holds. I don't know, we'll see. But we're trying it. Okay, here's the mock scrape. Closest tree is there. Or there. I think I'm gonna go there. Because that's south, so that it'll have more, won't have the sun shining in it. So I think that's gonna have to do it. Hopefully it'll work. All right, got my $28 Walmart camera. I know these work. I've got the 10 megapixel version. This is the 12. We're gonna fire that up on the on that mock scrape I just put out. So we're gonna go ahead and get this out of the package and set that up. Trail camera for the mock scrape is up. Here is the mock scrape. I checked it, and the light does go off indicating that it's taking pictures. So we're good to go. All right, I just put that trail camera out for the mock scrape, and while I was putting it out, I kicked up a deer. Well, actually, I didn't kick it up. They smelled me, so they were bedding. Kind of where I thought they were bedding, so I'll show you that real quick. Right there's where that mock scrape is, and right back in here is where I had a deer barking at me. She kind of ran down in this way, or walked down, just barking. So like I thought, that's where they're bedding. That was pretty cool. She just kind of barked at me for a few minutes and then wandered off. So, but now I know for sure that's where they're bedding. All right, so literally it's 12:45, 12:46. I gotta be on the road in 15 minutes. So I'm gonna download these two cards real quick. I'm gonna run them back out, put them back in the cameras, clean up, tidy up a little bit, lock everything up, and be on the road by 1. Whew! It's hot. This episode of The Hapless Hunter brought to you by Ice Water. When it's so hot out, you don't even want a beer. All right, 105, heading out. Well, I got all 3 of my goals accomplished. Got the field seeded with winter rye. I got the field, half of the field actually, hit with the nitrogen. I put 50 pounds of nitrogen, 46.66 on half of the field. A little experiment, all about the experiments, to see the difference between that half and the other half. I put out a little bit of brassica mix. I overseeded some areas in the brassica field that didn't really take off. So that was goal number 1, was to get that kind of that field taken care of and set up for basically the rest of the year. Goal number 2 was to get out the mock scrape and get a camera on it. Accomplish that goal. And then goal number 3 was to pull the trail cameras and get the cameras down, or the pictures downloaded onto my laptop, which I have also done. So got all 3 goals done in the 3 hours that I was there. On top of which, you probably saw, I had to cut up a tree just to get onto my property. But you know what? It's amazing what you can do in 3 hours. And sometimes that's all you get, but you gotta take advantage of that. You gotta just get out and do it. And that's what I did today. I had literally 3 hours. And it's an hour and a half, hour and 45-minute drive to the farm. So I will actually be on the road as long or longer than I was actually at the farm. But sometimes that's what you gotta do. to set yourself up for success. So, hey, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, ask questions, whatever. I don't know how that works, but if you do it, I'll probably at some point get it and see it and answer it. And if somebody really likes the sunglasses and votes on one of them, I'll send them to them. I may have lost the Pitbull sunglasses, though. So if you like the Pitbull sunglasses, maybe out of luck. They're somewhere on the farm. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. And remember, God's good, and so are you. Man's gotta eat.